Hi guys, it's October here, your Tuesday's host for Planet Pathlings. I thought I would start this video, which is basically about sacred circles, sort of pros and cons, and if it's something that you're resonating towards, or whether you're unsure, or whether it's something that doesn't resonate with you so much, for whatever those personal reasons are. So I thought I would share by starting the video with this. In my other video you will have seen this circular dish, which I use predominantly for solar or lunar workings, particularly certain moon phases and cycles on things I'm doing within them. But you can see also in the middle there is a little nod towards this time of year and my feelings on how I feel that the warmth of the land is just still coming in. We're still not quite within spring yet, still quite cold, with little nods towards the spring. So this bowl in itself I use quite a lot for different things. Now, it looks to me very both solar and lunar in its spherical shape, so that also draws me into sometimes how it can be kind of incorporated like a form of a circle. To me, it's like a circle within a circle within a circle, because we have the circle on the outside, and then we have the kind of rim of the inside, and then the inside, so it's like a triple circle. So sometimes if I'm doing workings, I will put whatever it is I'm doing within this, because it's kind of like its own circle. So you don't have to actually cast a circle in the regular sense of the word. I think that this type of use can be more useful for people like myself, for for those of you who know more about my family background, which is my son has autism. He can shoot into a room at the blinking of an eye with needing something, come darting into the room like mum, type of thing. And normally I wouldn't even attempt a ritual or anything like that if he was within the home, if he was up or anything like that. But on the odd occasion I have tried it. It doesn't work, because he comes heading into the room and right up to where you are at. Now, obviously that's not very good if you've cast a circle, in the middle of something. Although you can make doorways to leave your circle, it's not really suitable for me, because when my son comes down and he needs something, I have to react immediately to what's going on with him. I don't have time to think about it or deal with other things. So I feel in this instance that this type of thing usually works better for me. So there is pros and cons. The pros are, yes, sacred circle is always going to be beneficial if you want to go down that route. There's not many cons against casting a circle, but sometimes casting a circle just isn't suitable for particular home environments, such as it's very hard for me to get the time and know that I'm not going to be interrupted, and that my son's not going to come here and down the stairs right in the middle of something. And basically by that I mean even there's times, even when you think, oh, he's sleeping at night time or in the morning, I'll go ahead and do something. You may think in your mind, okay, I've got that planned and I know I can do this because I've got this time. It doesn't always work out like that. Whereas if the energies are contained within this particular dish here, as in whatever it is you're doing, even if my son was to come in and need something right in the middle of it, I can leave this and it's safe and it's not going to be disturbed. And my son coming in is not going to interfere with what's going on. Obviously, depending on what I'm doing, I prefer to be here, but sometimes if I need to nip off, if I've done the main body of what I'm doing, I can nip off and then come back. It's not ideal, but it is better and easier for me to do that than it is if I have cast a full circle within the room and my son comes down in the middle of what I'm doing and needs something. So it's really an individual thing for me. It's what works for me and what works for my family. So basically, do whatever works for you. If you're able to cast circles whenever you feel you need to, or whenever you feel that it would be beneficial to you to do so, then obviously brilliant. But if you're not, keep certain things like this in mind, because it could be helpful if you have a dependent in the house, a young child in the house, or somebody within the home that makes casting a full circle within the whole room or your sacred space or whatever more difficult to do. So I thought I would share this as a little pros and cons, and predominantly and maybe another way is probably the best way of describing it, as a way of using sacred space in a different format. So I hope that that was a little bit helpful, and that this gives you a little bit of food for thought. So I will see you soon. Bye. I would add this bit on because I wanted to kind of break it down a little bit, how you can utilise this more. Talking regards the elemental side of things and directions, just a little idea here that you can use. Now, again, colour correspondences are particularly connected with me, so you can put what colour correspondences resonate with you. So we've got earth, air, fire, water. And for those of you who may be confused, both water and air connect with me for white. Because I feel we're still not quite into the the lighter half of the year, this kind of glacial white ice colour resonates very strongly with me for water, but also black resonates with me very strongly for water at this time of year. But as I'm working with what I have at the moment, which is what I do all the time, we have earth, air, fire, water. So that should give you more of an idea. You can do whatever you are taking care of within here. Obviously that is there for something that resonates with me, but you can incorporate your working within this bowl or something similar, and then you can have the elements or things connected with your deity, or things connected with maybe a certain saint you work with, or a certain archangel you work with, or that type of a thing, and then so you can make it very much your own and how you choose to make it work for you. So I thought I would add that in there just to give that a little extra visual, I guess. See, I have a symbol above here which I use for particular things I'm doing, but sometimes I will change the picture out again depending on what I am doing. For example, I have used other images from my folder that I have that has got my digital art in it, that my go-to folder, which has imagery in it that resonates with me for different times of year, different weather, different sabbats. What else? Certain things to do with certain spell workings that have worked for me in the past and are my kind of staple go-tos imagery wise, but then there's also some things that I haven't tried yet that are in there that I'm saving for a particular time where I think that will jump out and resonate with me for whatever it is I'm doing. Another thing you can do is I have a slate, well, I've got a few of them, but I have slate or little tile coasters that I use in in the past when I have been burning incense. I can't burn incense at the moment because of my new smoke detectors, but in the past I will show you what I did so that I could incorporate this for burning certain incenses also. Right, you can't see this very well, so I'm going to move this so you get an idea. That is my little coaster. It's slate and it's heat resistant, and it's got little stickies on the back. I have one of these on my, no, two of these, sorry, on my Morrigan altar. But if I'm putting anything warm down, I'll put one of these down and put then my little cauldron or whatever on here, and then pop it where it's going to live. So for this little thing I'm talking about, like I say, I can't burn incense at the moment, but when I was doing so, I would pop this, say that wasn't here at the time, in the middle of the bowl, and then I would take my cauldron. So we'll just have to imagine this is a cauldron because my cauldron is not downstairs at the moment. So let's just say that that little votive holder there is a cauldron or something that you're going to be burning incense in, or anything like that. You can then pop it onto your little coaster there, and then it will not crack your glass, because obviously this is a glass bowl. So obviously it's used to having candles in it because it's for candles, but I wouldn't want to put a cauldron down on the straight glass because it would probably crack it. So then that makes it heat resistant if you want to burn incense. Cauldron with your incense in it or something like that if you're working on a particular thing. So it's got many different uses. This particular one came from France and it was a gift, but you do get similar things online. So something like this is a very handy tool to have when you have a family dynamic such as mine, where it makes casting of circles in the general sense a little bit more complicated. So hope that was a little bit helpful to you anyway. So like I say, just do what resonates with you, and like I say, think a little bit out of the box sometimes, because it can really help you to grow and adapt to a situation you may be in. For example, people living within your household that you've got to mind when you're doing particular things, etc. Or if you are in a household where you can't cast a circle within one singular space, so containing your magical working in a vessel such as this can be the answer or be helpful. So hope this helped you in some way. Lots of love and blessed be, and I will see you next week. Bye.